What it do, what it do? It's your boy BX Brother 730, and I'm live streaming Madden NFL 19. This is Field of Dreams Custom Franchise Mode Season 4, Week 2. I got my New England Patriots going up against New York Jets in divisional rival play. Gotta share the link.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are
They give me the ball
Their
first.
guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Let's field it at the 2.
Even louder.
Will be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
I got Cody Cash back there now, man. It's done for Matthew Stafford. So actually, after this game, I'm gonna be looking to shop him. I don't need nothing expensive. If I could have got off that spin, oh boy.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw to Michelle on the dump ball, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On the give, this is their fullback.
Even louder.
First down here at about the 40. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. First down, he'll drop to throw it.
Let's go, Mr. Cash. Let's go, Mr. Cash. Come on, baby. Give me his first TD. There we go. Way to dot it.
His first touchdown of the new season, and the Pats have taken the
Damn it, man.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Even louder. Even louder.
Goskowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback.
Even louder.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. No, check, Patriots! Darnold on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold, and that'll be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
The whole change. Put your clothes in the dirty clothes.
All right, now, lucky 56. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate.
Okay.
At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now. They begin with Michel on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that.
Yo, Chance, what's going on, bro?
You see the pellets go
even
up.
louder. Even louder. Even louder.
Looking to throw. He'll check this one down to Michel. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsett. He's still on his feet. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
Even
Just
louder.
feel laser focus and confidence
Even
about him. I think we saw
louder.
that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt
You're
good
repeating
about
your
his
bed.
performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that
Eating
last
bed.
practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations.
I know you looking at me for.
Hardly hit the ground, and I thought,
He
might be
just woke
locked
up.
in for this one.
They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And now running right through it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
Close, please.
And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski.
Because she fell asleep. Up there.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Amir. Amir. He was asleep. He just woke up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one is kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A give. This is Michel. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw here. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top. So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run it in. Michel. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second down and 10, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold. Onua's got it, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Even
Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Faking the give, Darnold. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Again, Darnold going up top. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. After a chip shot field goal,
yo, somebody got to do it, man.
It's a balancing act. Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased.
Somebody got to beat up on these boys. My league is actually restarting after this playoff run, so I might not be the Jets anymore.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right.
Look at that catch. Oh, my God.
That one goes for 36 yards.
Yo.
There's simply no sense in wasting.
I know you see that, Keith.
On a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And inside
Even louder.
another nice game.
Even
16 yards there and a
louder.
1st down again.
I know you saw that. Yo, that was crazy.
On the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Runs like that will give Michelle some more carries going forward as the Pats come up 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Yo, why didn't he just lay out for that? Come on, Gronk.
Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Frustrating for a defense.
I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. I think I want to go. I'll probably go get a weak team. If anything, I just have a little bit more fun playing with the weaker squads. So if anything, if I can get my Giants, I might just go ahead and take my Giant. But I do want a team with some dope uniforms, though. Cody. Cody. What are you doing, bro?
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And an update now in Miami. The Bills have taken an early lead against the Dolphins. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On 1st down, it's Darnold. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, they are, man. I might leave that to somebody who's a little bit weak. If I get the Browns, it's over with. If I get them Browns, it's definitely over with.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. The play fake, and it's Darnold. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Louder.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group.
Oh, that is a poor kick. He didn't mean to do that.
Contact just as he's trying to haul it in.
Clipping. Illegal block in the back. Same thing.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to get a
Even
first down on
louder.
punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Over! Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch him now, Barney! Detroit!
Back to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
What the? Why did he play the ball like that?
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Detroit!
A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Green, 39! Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback. Is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
New England on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Returnable for Thomas. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And it coughed it up. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Now it's Darnold. And this is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Gun!
Third and long, it's Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Following the penalty, Michelle. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there.
Oh,
Nice.
man. Great
Charges
pass,
the ball
though.
free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Barney.
On the ground, Michelle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Michelle. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey, 4 down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. Trying to pound it in here with with Michelle. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield, second and goal. They'll drop the throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Sit down, Mir. Go sit down. Go to the table.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap for Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And it's Michelle once again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Coming left is Michelle. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This is Michelle on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. New England on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On the ground, this is Michelle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Darnold. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Here's Darnold. He's going to let it fly.
Oh.
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Dorsett on the return. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
All right, good game, Captain. Good game.
Charles, I think when the schedule
all right, my New England Patriots move on to 2-0 to start out the season. That was a dope catch right there. That really was. I like this team. I like what Cody Cash finally did, man. He was in the back pocket for 2 years, but definitely did his thing though, man. 214 yards passing, 131 yards on the ground. We averaged 7.3 yards per play. 2 takeaways. All right, thanks for tuning in. It's your boy, BX Brothers 730 with Madden NFL 19. Field the Dreams custom franchise mode. My New England Patriots just defeated the New York Jets in divisional play. Move on to 2-0. If you haven't done so already, definitely hit that follow button and or like the page over on Facebook. I greatly appreciate it. Definitely follow my social media links, which is blasted down below. Started with my YouTube at BXBrother730. Follow me over on Twitter for the latest news, updates, stream schedules, giveaways at BXBrother718. And most importantly, definitely follow me over on Twitch. I got over 1,000 followers, and I'm looking to improve there, and I'm looking to become a partner. I'm 1 step away from becoming a partner, so I need you guys to go ahead and definitely link it up over there at BXBrother718. Till next time, peace.